Welcome back to the stream. Welcome back to another video. Today we're going to get into a variety of topics, but this first topic, we're going to get into comparing all the different prices for the Tesla Model 3 and Model Y. And because don't make this mistake, do not place a deposit on the website. Do not place a retail order. There are ways to get discounted vehicles out there. And so I'll show you the exact steps, and we'll do an analysis between like the Model 3 and the Model Y in all the different trims out there. Just really make sure that you are getting the best deal out there and seeing the spread between all the different trims, the standard range, the long range, and the performance between the Model 3 and the Model Y. So we're going to get into that, plus a variety of topics. Usually this is where I run my intro, but as you can tell, we are not at our home setup. We are traveling, so thank you for bearing with us on this different mic setup. Still trying to figure out what's the best option with this microphone. That we'll be back Friday at our home setup with the better mic. Of course, that's the Shure mic, so you can see how we'll be there on there. But let us jump into it. So what I did, if you take a look at it, right, if you go to Tesla's website, we know there's like a retail order page on the website where you will be paying a higher MSRP price, not the probable savings price, but a purchase price out there. Wait, let me just double check the audio. One second. There's a purchase price out there, and so there are ways to get discounts off of this inventory or discounts off of these vehicles. The easiest one is, of course, the Tesla referral code program, just like the one down below in the description. If you use a Tesla referral code, you can get an extra $500 off a Model 3, Model Y, S, or even X. So definitely check it out. Tesla referral code down below in the description. But we won't have to go through this because you've probably been on Tesla.com. You've seen the retail prices for the Model 3 and the Model Y. But really what we're going to go through is, well, I've already done this. I've taken a look at every single trim for the Model 3 and the Model Y, because there are 3 different trims for each model. The Model 3 has the standard range. Hard to see here. It looks like maybe my Wi-Fi is going in and out, but you can see it on the screen. Maybe take a screenshot or pause the video at this point. We've got the Model 3 on the left side with the standard range, long range, and performance. We've got the tax credit factored in, plus the $500 referral code, just like the one down below in the description. Thank you to everybody that's used that. And then we've got the Model Y on the right side. This is not actually MSRP. Actually, this is price before really any other discounts or anything like that. That's like the sales price before any fees, taxes, or anything like that. And so you can see I've done the math for you. They got the adjusted price after the tax credit and referral. The one thing that this is not factoring in, of course, is any sort of state incentives. There's various states out there that have more aggressive savings that we might not, like California might not have, but some states like Colorado have like up to like $15,000. New Jersey has like $2,000, and there's plenty of states out there. And so you can see the price differences between standard range, long range, and performance. So we'll go one line by line on this. The first one is the standard range Model 3 rear-wheel drive versus the Model Y standard range all-wheel drive. You can see there is a $8,430 difference between the both of those. So that's a tough sell to me, because that's over almost 30% more between a Model 3 and a Model Y, from going from a standard range Model 3 to a Model Y all-wheel drive. So that's a tough one. So I don't know if that's worth it to you, but you can see the math right there that shakes it out. Of course, that's after the tax credit and also the referral credit. But jumping to the long range, and I guess while we're on the topic, the performance as well, you can see there's only a $1,000 difference between the Model 3 long range and the Model Y long range. So really good, actually. I would say that is definitely worth it if you are just trying to decide between the two. $1,000 more is not that bad at all, and I would just go for the Model Y. because it is definitely more value for what you're getting, and there's also more demand for the Model Y as well. So resale value, you're probably going to do a better price, better in the long run for that at the moment. And then jumping to the performance, you can see there is a $1,310 difference between the cheapest Model 3 performance in the country and the cheapest Model Y performance in the country. So I would say definitely, again, just jump to the Model Y. And I wonder, like, is Tesla doing this on purpose? Because are they trying to basically make it more of, because they've got more production for the Model Y? I think it's like 2-to-1 given it or something like that between like the Fremont factory and the Austin factory. So they potentially they're doing this on purpose to try and get more people to choose the Model Y long range and the performance at the end of the day. But definitely some pretty interesting stuff. Let me know what your thoughts on it. Are you kind of on the fence between the Model 3 and the Model Y, and is this actually helping you? Don't forget to use the Tesla referral code down below in the description, because if you use the Tesla referral code, you can get an extra $500 off plus 3 months of full self-driving for a Model 3, Model Y, S, and even X. So definitely check it out. Tesla referral code down below in the description. But hopefully that helps you all. Let me know what your thoughts. Let me know what you're thinking. We're going to jump into the next topic. But before we do that, this video is actually sponsored by my Patreon link. Down below in the description is a Patreon link where you support the channel and get access to the ultimate Tesla buying guide out there with all the best interest rates for financing your Tesla. It's a step-by-step guide that gives you all the steps on how to get the best deal on Tesla at the best financing rate. So definitely check it out. Patreon link down below in the description. But thanks for coming in, everybody. Thanks for supporting. Happy, what is it, Tuesday? There's a giveaway running on the channel. So if you're interested in winning a set of all-weather floor mats for your Tesla Model 3 or Model Y, sponsored by Tesla Mats USA, head on over to our YouTube live page. You're going to go to our channel right here, hit the live button. You're going to scroll down just a little bit to the thumbnail that says 5650 off. This one right here, it's also titled giveaway. Watch that video. It gives you the exact instructions on how to win a set of all-weather floor mats for giveaway, sponsored by Tesla Mats USA. In this next topic, you have all probably heard about the union that is going on strike, and I really haven't decided to comment on it because, you know, it's just kind of different. But Elon has actually responded to the strikes. Let's take a look at it, plus some other variety of different things regarding to the UAW strike. So let's take a look at it. But if you're just joining in, my name is Dennis. I love talking about Tesla hacking, so definitely hit that subscribe if you're interested. So Elon just responded to the UAW strike, and you can see the tweet right here on the screen. You can see it's right here. They want a 40% pay raise and a 32-hour work week. Sure way to drive GM, Ford, and Chrysler bankrupt in fast time. And so I've definitely seen headlines like this in which Tesla is certainly the winner. You can see right, Tesla is the winner of the UAW strike, but something. And on top of that, Ford announced that they're pausing factory construction of their 3.5 billion Michigan LFP battery plant. So it does kind of feel like Tesla and all the other competitors out there are the true winners of this, because we're seeing some of these headlines. But pretty interesting to see that Elon and Tesla have responded to this. But we're going to jump into this. Let me know what your thoughts on it. We're going to jump into the next topic. But before we do that, this video is actually sponsored by my Patreon link. Down in the description is Patreon link, support the channel. So definitely check it out if you're interested. Yar, thanks for coming in. Welcome in. Happy Tuesday. Bobby, thanks for coming in. Hopefully you're all doing well. Thank you for coming in. Thanks for hitting the like button, the comments, and everything. We really only got one more topic. It's a quick one about production. I know a lot of you out there are always hungry for trying to figure out what is going on with production and things like that. Paul, thanks for coming in. Welcome in. Hopefully you're doing well as well. But let's see, the internet's pretty spotty at this hotel. You can tell we are not home right now, and so we're trying to work through it. So that's why I've been trying to keep these streams pretty short, because who knows when the Wi-Fi will actually go out. In this next topic, Tesla has now resumed production of the Model Y at Giga Texas, and potentially there could be a new color, or I guess a color that just doesn't exist in the US, might be coming to the US soon. So let's take a look at it. But if you're just joining in, my name is Dennis. I love talking about Tesla hacking, so definitely hit that subscribe if you're interested. Shout out to Drive Tesla Canada. They posted this. Tesla resumes production at the Giga Texas, possibly with new paint shop palette. So taking a look at it, we've got some drone footage from Joe, who posts a lot of Giga Texas. And we talked about this yesterday, how there's like 2 release or master candidate Cybertrucks that have now been spotted. But on top of that, some sleuths were able to take a look and find out there is a third Model Y with the casting, maybe 4680, but also in a special color that's gray right here, maybe even Quicksilver, that we do not have in the US currently. Of course, this is a Europe color. Europe has Midnight Cherry Red and Quicksilver. So maybe this is the start of one of these colors, or maybe even both, coming to the US, because Tesla probably knows they're going to be heading into an interesting market next year, and they're going to need as much excitement as possible to try and get people to buy Tesla Model Ys or even upgrade. They've got Ultra Red on the Model S and Model X right now, which is a free paint color. And so a lot of people are taking advantage of it, and they probably see that if Tesla needs to sell cars, they should drop the price and offer newer limited edition or newer striking colors for people to get into it. But definitely some pretty interesting stuff. Let me know what your thoughts on it. We're going to jump into the live stream comments where you can ask any sort of questions about buying a Tesla. But before we do that, this video is actually sponsored by my Patreon link. If you're looking for someone to ask some questions about how to get the best deal on Tesla, or even schedule a phone call with, you can do that at my Patreon link down below in the description. After you join, you get a link to my buying guide, and you can even schedule a one-on-one call where we can go over your exact situation for a customized buying plan. So definitely check out Patreon link down below in the description. But thanks for coming in, everybody. Bobby, if I make $25,000 per year, can I get 7,500 tax credits? So no, you don't have enough tax liability, unfortunately. The threshold is about 70 to 75,000. There's a whole video on the channel if you want to take a look at it and jump into all the different. I even put a calculator in that video so you can see how it actually works. Ali, thank you for your videos. Does Tesla start 2024 Model Y in October? The car will be exactly the same in 2023, but does it make it in resale value? Yes, it definitely makes a difference in resale value if you're going to be selling in 1 to 2 years. If you're selling in 4 to 5 years, it really doesn't make too much difference, especially because they're really, as we know right now, there's no changes for the 2024, but 2024 models typically do starting in October, but more likely November, and also definitely late December. And then Bobby, love all your videos. Thank you. Jacan. Hi, Dennis. Is it true that discounted Model Ys are hardware 4 and non-discount are hardware 4 or hardware 3 and hardware 4? That was the case in the past. It still might be the case, but at this point, I feel like all Tesla Model Y should be hardware 4. Of course, there's pictures out there that you can find to see the comparison between hardware 3 and hardware 4. So you can reserve the vehicle and then go to delivery. And if it is, then the worst, I mean, they won't forfeit the $250 because you could try and swap it to another Model Y and then wait again for delivery. But if you got financing locked in, if you just want the vehicle, then that could be a pain point for sure. But thanks for jumping in, everybody. Thanks for supporting.